So this is going to be a super short video. Then the NSA shares guidance, tools to mitigate weak encryption protocols. At the end of this video, I'm going to link two videos where I actually go through and show the tools to use to view your ciphers for your website. One of them was Panera Bread, Great Food, Bad Software Security, and I did software authorization. Once again, I'm going to link those two videos at the end. Look at the Panera Bread one. That was super interesting. It's kind of more of a red team analysis of Panera Bread's website. I'll put all the links in the description for the articles. The National Security Agency, the NSA, has shared guidance on how to detect and replace outdated transport layer security, known as TLS, the protocol versions with up-to-date and secure variants. The U.S. Intelligence Agency also highlights the dangers behind using deprecated TLS, including both risk of sensitive information data exposure and data encryption of network traffic in the man-in-the-middle attack. The remediation is crucial to decrease the computer security and network attack surface and preventing unauthorized access to private data, the agency says. The NSA recommends that only TLS 1.2 and 1.3 be used and that SSL 2.0, SSL 3.0, TLS 1.0, and TLS 1.1 should not be used. Implementing the measures in NSA guidance eliminates the false sense of security provided by obsolete encryption protocols by blocking insecure TLS versions, cipher suites, and key exchange method to properly encrypt network traffic. Update TLS configurations will provide government and enterprise organizations with stronger encryption and authorization to help them build a better defense against malicious actors, attacks, and protect important information. If you see the current website, the blue line shows data protected going to the website. The green line at the bottom shows data may be at risk. The orange line is data may be at risk with weak ciphers, and the red line is data at risk for obsolete TLS. The NSA guidance is targeted at the National Security Systems, Department of Defense, Department of Industry-based cybersecurity leaders, as well as network security analysts and system administrators. Most of my subscribers know that I worked at the Department of Defense / DoD for 11 years, so I'm quite familiar with a lot of these checks they're talking about. The tools and network signatures and server configurations shared today by the NSA are designed to help the government network owners enhance their cybersecurity posture by only authorizing strong encryption protocol configuration in their organization environments. However, since such the risk systems from deprecated TLS protocol, weak encryption affects all networks, the guidance should be followed by all network owners and operators who want to decrease the risk of exposure and harden their system against attacks using these attack vectors. Obsolete configuration provides adversaries access to sensitive operational traffic using a variety of techniques, such as passive decryption, modification of traffic through man-in-the-middle attacks, the NSA said. The attackers can exploit outdated TLS protocol configurations to gain access to sensitive data with very few skills required. The Cyber Information Sheet released today by the NSA provides extensive information for our network administration on TLS deprecated versions, cipher suite, and key exchange mechanisms, as well as recommended TLS configs, detection strategy, and remediation. Microsoft, Google, Apple, and Mozilla said in a coordinated announcement from October 2018, they will be returning the insecure TLS 1.0 and 1.1 protocol starting in the first half of 2020. Microsoft has enabled TLS 1.3 by default in Windows 10 Insider builds starting in August 2020. So basically what they said is old browsers that actually use TLS 1.0 and 1.1 will not be working probably by June of 2020. I guess it's 2021, so they probably blocked a lot of those features in there. This is from the NSA website. The National Security Agency released a cybersecurity product Tuesday detailing how to detect and fix out-of-date encryption protocols. Networking system use deprecated forms of TLS or secure socket layer SSL for traffic sessions or risk of sensitive data exposure and encryption. The Cyber Information Sheet eliminating obsolete transport layer security protocol configuration instructs national security systems, DoD, and DBIS system administrators how to detect, prioritize, and replace unauthorized and deprecated TLS with the ones that meet the standard. Once again, these articles will be listed in the description. On the screen now is actually the NSA cyber information PDF that they released to the National Security Organization. So they actually release these on their websites, and all the government agencies get these. So we're just going to read part of the executive summary. The National Security Agency, NSA, recommends replacing obsolete protocol configurations with one that utilize strong encryption, authentication to protect our sensitive data. Over time, new attacks against transport layer security, TLS, and the algorithms it used have been discovered. Networking connections employ obsolete protocols or at an elevated risk of exploitation by adversaries. Real quick, the hackers can actually break the SSL encryption. Even if your browser has the lock on it, that lock may not be using the proper protocols, which means it would be insecure. Once again, the last paragraph on this PDF is all publicly accessible federal websites and services are required to use secure connections. Additionally, the National Institute of Standards and Technology Guidance and Committee on National Security policy prohibits U.S. government and NSA respectively from using obsolete protocol configuration. This guidance helps the NSS, DoD, and defense industry-based cybersecurity leaders make informed decisions on enhancing their security posture. Since these risks affect our networks, our network owners and operators should consider taking this action to reduce their exposure and making their systems harder targets for malicious threat actors. Once again, I'm going to insert two videos where I actually ran the tool. It's called QualSys. And in there to show you the list of ciphers that are considered weak and orange, and I actually walked through Panera Bread's website because they were using a total lot of weak ciphers and a lot of old software that actually came out on that scan. Once again, cybersecurity for the people. Please subscribe. Once again, the government says eliminating obsolete TLS ciphers and protocol. Once again, please subscribe. Thanks for joining me.